Finally, I'm making my 200-day Japanese update video. Hi, hey guys, welcome back to a new stream. Not stream. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm Yogsh, and this is my update video for 200 days of learning Japanese. Hi, finally I'm recording this video. Actually, I've recorded this video before, and that video had a lot of ums and ahs. So that's why I scrapped that video, and now I'm recording again. Yeah, I wasted my 1 hour. Actually 2 hours. The setup and everything, it takes very long to record videos. Yeah, let's waste some more time. Then I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna waste more time. Yeah, well, let's not talk about stupid stuff. Also ignore this thing because the lighting in my room is really bad, and for that to fix, I mean to match the lighting and like not to be in the dark, that's why I set this thing up like that, and for some reason it's in the frame, so I can't do anything about it, so sorry. Let's start. So if you haven't watched the 100-day video yet, watch it. Okay, well, if you don't want to watch that, then I'm gonna give a quick recap. Okay, it's only a quick recap. So on August 23rd of 2024, I started learning Japanese. Before that, I knew hiragana and katakana. That took me a month to learn. And after that, on 23rd of August, I started learning. I committed myself to learning Japanese. And from that day, after learning hiragana and katakana, I started Anki, and that was the main and the only source from which I learned Japanese. For 100 days, I only did Anki. And in the last few days, like a month, I was watching some Japanese videos. Yeah, so kind of started immersing that time, but not the full immersion. So yeah, that was a quick recap. And if you want more information or more details, you can refer to my 100-day update video. So again, I'm gonna talk about everything in a chronological order. Natsukashi. Yeah, in a chronological order. Chronological bias here. So first I'm going to talk about Anki. Okay, it's but in 200 days, it was one of my main sources of learning Japanese. Yeah, without Anki I cannot do actually anything. I mean I don't use books, so that's why this is my main source, one of the main sources. So I'm going to talk about Anki, then I'm going to talk about Immersion, and then reading, listening, comprehension, and everything else. One by one, I'm going to talk about everything. So let's start. First, Anki. This time also, Anki was one of the main sources, and it took a very big chunk of my time. At the 100-day mark, I knew around 1,000 to 1,300 words. It was an approximate. I didn't actually knew. Yeah. So I think I knew around that time, I knew around 1,300 words. So this time I actually finished my JLPT beginner course that I was doing for grammar. I finished that deck. Now I don't do that deck anymore. I look a little pale. So pale. Okay, so that's me here. Yeah, you can see this was the JLPT beginner course that I finished. Now I don't do this anymore. Like it's been almost 2 months, like not 2 months, 1.5 months since I've touched this deck. I mean, I think almost 2 months now. Yeah, I was very consistent with this deck. Yeah, you can see a lot of these things. So I finished this deck, that's all. And this deck had these suspended cards are the cards that they were doubled. I don't know, for some reason my decks that I was using, they doubled the cards, they duplicated it themselves. So yeah, that's why I had to suspend all these cards. Half of these cards, like 2,000 and 2,100 something cards this deck had. I did all the cards. I learned all the grammar in this deck. And then this was my other deck that I was doing, the 6K deck. This deck also duplicated itself. That's why I had to suspend all of these cards. But initially this deck had more than 6,000 words. But then you know, I started mining, that I'm gonna talk about later in the video. Because of that, I moved all the other cards, like around 2,300 something cards. Technically, I finished this whole deck, and this deck now has 3,379 something cards. So this is the 3.3k version of this deck, and I have the other 6k version of that deck also. Yeah, if you are interested in my decks, you can check my Patreon page. There I have my 6k version, 3.3k version, and the mining deck also. There was a little set of promotion. I mean, it's fine to promote yourself. It's my videos, I can do anything. Yeah, and if you wanna support me, yeah, please do check out my Patreon page. I can say that I know around 3,300 words now. I'm not counting all of the other words that I learned from other decks. Technically, I can say I know around 3,300 words. Now I'm gonna revert back to full screen. And also, I'm gonna show you my stats and everything. Some people have asked me about my stats, and now I'm not a stats guy, but I'm gonna show you my stats also. For that, I'm gonna have to do that thing again. These are my stats for this deck. I'm gonna only show you the stats for only this deck. Yeah, because yeah, this is the only deck that I did in these 100 days. So yeah, you can see whatever you wanna see. Look here, and this, that, young cards. So yeah, that's how I did things. The only thing I understand is this thing. Okay, so my retention rate, it's for learning cards, it's 79%, almost 80%, and then 83% for young cards, and 93% for mature cards. Also, while doing this deck, I did a lot of challenges, like doing 200 cards per day for 1 week. That I tried to do 2 times, but in the second week I failed actually. But first week I was successful. I mean, I learned in that week. I learned 1,400 words. So that was an experience. If you want to know more about this challenge thing, you can watch my previous video. Some days I was doing 30 cards per day. Some days I was doing 50 cards. There were days when I was doing 100 cards. And when I was doing my 1 week challenge, that time I did 200 cards per day. I mean, it was really exhausting, and kind of, it was taking that. In that time, it was taking me around 10 to 12 hours a day to finish all of my cards with the reviews. So yeah, it was quite hasty, I think. Yeah, that's the word, right? Hasty. It was quite bulky, okay? So I don't really recommend that, but you can do it. It's a very fast way of learning things. It was a good experience. Yeah, I tortured myself a lot in that time. In that week, after those challenges, so yeah, I had no fixed number of cards. Yeah, some days I was doing nothing, and some days I was doing 100, 200, yeah, like that card. So I was fucking insane. I'm still insane. So I started mining 2 months ago, 1.5 months ago, I think. Yeah, 1.5 months ago I started mining cards. So far I've mined 400 words. Then my subscription for language reactor and yeah, my tools ran out, so that's why I couldn't mine anything. And also for my Netflix. That's why. So I've paused mining for yet. I mean, for now, I paused mining cards, but I will continue. So a month ago, I uploaded a video. In that video, I talked about doing a 30-day Japanese extreme challenge. In that video, I said I was going to do immersion of 4 hours, I think. Yeah, 4 hours of immersion, then 2 hours of Anki, 2 hours of shadowing, and reading of 2 hours. For a few days, I was quite consistent with that thing, and then, that thing happens. From 6th of March, I've been logging my, everything that I do. So for Anki, I'm very much consistent. You can see that. Actually, I've reduced the amount of hours that I was giving to Anki. Now I also started Immersion that I'm also going to talk about in detail later. Yeah, so yeah, I was doing Immersion also. Before this, I was not, logging everything. So this is only after 6th of March. And then Japanese reading I did for these days. That's my reading thing. And that's it. And then my web dev thing, that thing, and shadowing I only did for a few days, 6 or 7 days, and then nothing. I was like, nah, I cannot do shadowing. Yeah, but it was, I think it it was okay. It was okay. Yeah, so that's my table. I don't know how to explain this thing. So yeah, sorry if I'm not talking. I'm not looking at in the camera because I'm not really used to staring into the camera or webcam. But I will try. I will try to. So yeah, that was my Anki thing. That was all about my Anki. Okay. So yeah, now let's talk about immersion. So after 100 days, I actually started immersing. Before that, I was doing only like 30 minutes, 40 minutes of thing. And after 100 days, I actually started immersing. And I would like to thank Dai, and that's his channel name or username. Yeah, that's his channel name. Like I watched this video about reaching N2 in 8 months. So yeah, in that video, he talked about a lot of things. You can watch this video. And also he suggested some YouTubers. So yeah, from that video I got to know about a lot of Japanese YouTubers like Hajime Shacho, Hikakin TV, Dekakin TV. I know a lot of YouTubers. He mentioned 10-15 YouTubers. Yeah, I subscribe to all of them. Yeah, but mostly like 99% of the time yeah, 90% of the time I watch Hajime Shacho's channel and Hikakin TV. Yeah, those are the two main channels that I watch for my Japanese immersion. Only for YouTube. My Netflix and everything else for shows and animes, that immersion is different. Okay, that was that thing. For my Japanese immersion, I made a separate YouTube channel, not like YouTube account, and there I only watch I'm subscribed to only Japanese YouTubers. So yeah, that's what I do. Only Japanese content is suggested to me, so that's quite handy and you don't get distracted. So yeah, when I surf on that account or look for videos on that account, I only find myself watching Japanese videos. And recently I've started watching coding videos that are in Japanese. So now I learn now I'm learning things through Japanese. So one thing, I'm doing my immersion, and the second thing, I'm learning things also by watching Japanese videos. I watch people code things and websites and everything. So for my mining, I'm gonna talk about mining now. So for that, like from YouTube, mining, it's quite hard. Yeah, it takes more time than mining from Netflix. So for that I bought a subscription to Netflix, and then I made a Japanese only account. Yeah, there I selected only Japanese shows. That, yeah, so same thing that I did with my YouTube account, I did with my Netflix account. So it only suggests me Japanese shows and animes. From those videos I mine cards. I mine sentences. And so far, as I told you, I've mined 400 cards with the help of Language Reactor and ASB Player. I think there are a lot of videos which can tell you like how you can mine cards by using those two tools. But if you want a video from me, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna make a video about mining and stuff, but I don't know, maybe I'll make a video. That was the thing. And now I'm gonna give you a list of what I watched a few days back when I had my subscription. So I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I watched 12 episodes of that anime, and it was quite interesting. Before that, I tried to watch it in English 2 years back, and I couldn't watch it because I don't know what was some reason. Maybe the English stuff was quite boring or something like that. But this version of the Japanese version was quite interesting. So I watched 12 episodes only. Then my subscription ran out. Yeah. It was not really that hard, but not really easy either. It was like medium. The difficulty level was medium. So I knew what was going on, and it has become easier for me to understand content in Japanese. Yeah. My comprehension level has significantly, definitely it has leveled up, like it has grown. Still, there are a lot of things that I don't understand. So, but it's fine. That's the thing. Yeah. So I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Then I watched a show called Pending Train. It's a drama. And then Kaiji the Ultimate Survivor. It has 2 seasons, and it's my favorite anime. And first season had 25 episodes, and then second season also have 25 episodes. I only watched 12 episodes. Not 12, yeah, 12 or something around that. Yeah, half of the second season I watched. Then I watched the anime Sakamoto Days. It was very easy. Then Baki, the first season. Only 12 yeah, only 12 episodes. Yeah, everything I'm watching, it's only 12 episodes. Baki was very difficult to understand. Like I like only understood 20-30% of what was going on. Yeah, and the characters are quite annoying. Actually, yeah, a lot of shows that I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and then I dropped. Yeah, because they were not my cup of tea, so that's why. Then I watched Ultraman. It was very easy. I would recommend if you are at a 1500 words mark, you can easily understand this anime, Ultraman. Yeah, then I watched The Amazing Spider-Man, the first part. Very easy to understand, Japanese dubbed. And then I watched a Korean show called Hellbound. It's about monsters coming from hell to kill people. Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah, I watched that show. It was Korean show, but it was dubbed in Japanese. So the first season I watched in Japanese, and then the second season I have yet to watch. It was interesting, but the last 2 episodes were quite annoying. Yeah, I didn't like the last 2 episodes. Then I watched the Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, right? Yu Yu Hakusho. Not the anime version, but the adaptation. Real life adaptation, whatever you call that. I watched the whole season. It had 6 episodes. Am I talking too much? I don't know. Yeah, those were the things that I watched on Netflix, and yeah, a lot of things I finished, but they are not in the list here, so I don't know how to look for that list. Yeah, but I watched a lot of content. Also the movies that I watched on some very different sites, and the animes on those kind of sites, and and also there were 3 or 4 movies that I watched on YouTube also. The thing is that I watched a lot of things in Japanese. Yeah, when I come across a I+1 sentence, I mind that. Okay, now this thing is a little out of the frame. So now I'm gonna talk a little about my comprehension. So from the initial 100 days, my comprehension have doubled up. I understand a lot more complex things, and yeah, very much because I've started watching native content, so that's why I can understand and comprehend a lot of very complex stuff now. Not that difficult, but I can understand now. But sometimes when I'm immersing, when I'm watching some Netflix show or something, there are days when I understand, like it feels like I understand everything, like 100%. But that's not the actual thing. But there are days when I feel I understand everything. But there are also days when I feel like, my God, what's happening? I understand nothing. Like, so those days I feel quite it feels quite, I don't know how to express that feeling, but it feels quite, I feel very sad. But man, I've been learning Japanese, doing this thing for months, and there are days when I understand nothing. I don't know, my brain kind of shuts off itself. Yeah, I think that's what happens. So I don't know if it's me or if there are other people who experience the same thing. If you do, then please comment. Like, I do not feel like I am the stupid one. So yeah, I can understand a lot of things now. So yeah, that's a plus point. That's a good point. Like for a few days, I've tried going on some Japanese Discord channels, servers, and there I talked to some people. Of course, I couldn't talk in Japanese, but those people were talking in Japanese, and I could understand almost everything. Their Japanese were not that difficult. So yeah, I understood almost everything, but. But I feel very stupid because I couldn't say anything back to them in Japanese, even though I was replying them in English. But yeah, it's really felt very stupid. Like I've been doing this thing for many months, and still I am not able to reply to people. Very simple conversation I cannot hold. So that is quite disappointing. that I wanna fix. I mean, it's only been over 7 months, so I don't think it's a problem, but it feels kind of, it's very sad. But I'm gonna work on my output. Okay, yeah, this video is all over. Okay, I don't know, I'm talking about random stuff. So that was about my comprehension. Now I'm gonna talk about the reading stuff. I'm gonna be frank, okay? I only read newspaper articles because I'm a boring person. I don't know, I like to torture myself. That's it. So that's why I only read Japanese newspapers. I haven't read a single novel. Actually, I've tried to read a novel. It was Mori something like that. Only 20 pages of that novel I read, and then I dropped. Then I tried to read manga also. Kimi no Nawa, that was the name. I already knew the whole story of that. It's a movie, okay? So yeah, I think everyone has watched that movie, or if it's a anime, I don't know. Yeah, I knew the whole story and I tried to read that manga. So I read about 30 pages of that manga, and then I dropped. After that day, I never touched that thing again. So yeah, that was my manga and novel reading. I like to read newspaper articles about a lot of different stuff. There I'm not limiting myself to read only about a certain story, or yeah, that's quite of like, I'm a very I think I have ADHD or something like that. So it's very hard for me to get stick to a thing for a very long time. If it's a very long thing, I kind of, there are a lot of anime shows that I watch 2 or 3 episodes, then I quit. I leave them. I never touch them again. So I think that's the thing. I'm a very short attention span. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. I cannot concentrate on things for a long time. But there are days when I'm like super hyper focused. Yeah, and I'm doing things straight for many hours, like 10 or 12 hours. For example, doing Anki. Yeah. But there are days when I cannot do anything. So when there are short articles, I can read them and they're like, yeah, I finished 1 article, 2 articles. That feels good. The number keeps growing. So that's the thing. And there are a lot of things that you're gonna hear in this video. Also my fan, because it's on and it's summers and I don't wanna die because of fucking heat. So for reading, I have about 20 to 25 hours of reading only newspapers, and that's all about reading now. Now I'm gonna talk about writing. As the initial 100 days, it's still 0. I haven't tried writing on a piece of paper. I never tried that. So yeah, reading is still 0. Not reading, writing is still 0. Okay, now I'm going to talk about speaking and output. As I told you, I went to some Discord channels and tried to talk to people, and I couldn't reply to them in Japanese. So that's the thing, my output is still kind of 0. But there are times when I try to talk to myself in Japanese. I try to say some very easy sentences. That's all. That's my output and speaking. But I really want to improve that thing. So I'm going to do that thing. It's a little bit embarrassing, and it's I'm kind of worried about it. So it's been months and I still haven't been able, I'm still not able to do output because I haven't really tried it. So maybe that's the reason. Yeah, definitely that's the reason why I'm not able to say anything in Japanese. That is the reason why I'm so bad at Japanese. Yeah, that was about my output and thing. And last month, I registered for N4, JLPT N4 exam. So in July, I'll be appearing for N4. I actually tried to do some tests, online tests I took, and there I passed with a decent score. I scored around 130, more than 130 out of 180 points. So it was a decent score. So I think now I'm confident enough that I can pass N4. Yeah, I'm confident enough I'm going to pass N4. Yeah, definitely I'm going to pass N4. And then in December, I will try to go for N3 or N2. I'm really hoping, I'm really thinking for going N2 in December. But that's the thing for the future. And 300 days update video, I'm gonna talk about that thing also. So yeah, that's it. So that was the whole thing that I did in those 200 days. Now this is the new section, my goals for my next update video. So for Anki, I wanna learn 2,000 more words. Around this time I know 3,000. Okay, let's round it up, 3,000 words. By the next 100 days I want 2,000 plus more words, around 5 to 6,000 words, and then I wanna mine 2,000 plus words, and then I'm gonna start reading grammar books also. Yeah, because I don't wanna take any risks. As the level, JLPT level goes up from N5 to N4 and 3 and 2, you really need grammar. You really need to study grammar. That's what I'm thinking now. Like, my thinking is changing day by day, update by update. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing grammar also. I'm gonna only stick to a certain grammar book, and I'm gonna do that grammar book only. And I'm aiming for reading 3 novels for the next 100 days, 3 light novels. And then for manga, I actually have no number of mangas. I'm not gonna say any number, but I will try to read mangas because they have a lot of volumes, a lot of chapters. So maybe I will do 1, 2, 5 or 10. So not really sure about the numbers. Also for games, light novel games, visual novel games. Yeah, a lot of people play visual novels and games in Japanese, and actually games are not my thing, and I cannot play games anymore. So games I cannot do, so I'm not doing any games. I'm gonna keep on immersing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on immersing, and I will continue watching the stuff that I was watching, and yeah, that's the goal. And also about my output thing, my speaking part, I am gonna try to record myself talking in Japanese. I'm gonna talk about stuff like my daily routine, or what I did, what I'm doing, what I want to do. I'm gonna talk about, I'll try to talk about stuff, and then gonna record myself. I'm not gonna upload those videos, but maybe if I think that I've gotten better at it, then I will upload some videos. So yeah, that'll really help me with my outputting thing, because for my English also, I never really talked to anyone. Like before this, I never talked to anyone, and the thing that I did is I was making videos. I try to record myself. That's the same thing I'm gonna do with my Japanese also. I will record myself in talking in Japanese, and then when the time will come, when I'm more comfortable, then that I can have conversation with people, then I am gonna talk with people. That's what I'm gonna do for the next. That's my goal of doing. So yeah, then I'm gonna upload a fucking sexy video of me talking in sexy Japanese. Yeah, if you wanna say anything, you can comment below this video, and please guys, comment below this video. It really motivates me. YouTube is the only thing that keeps me going on with my things. With my Japanese journey. I would really love your lovely comment to be on this video. To be in the comment section of this video. So yeah, please do comment. And that was it for my update video for 200 days of Japanese. Thanks for watching this stream. Thanks for watching this video, and you can come. I stream almost every day, so you can come and say hi to me on my streams. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything that you want to say to me, please do comment below this video in the comment section. I want your fucking comments right now. Sorry. So yeah, but that was it. Bye bye. Have fun. Bye bye.